Our featured missionaries this week are Herb and Celeste. They are longtime members of Vista Grande. They were here for 20 years, and then God called them to the mission field, and they responded to that call, and they've been serving faithfully on the mission field for over 10 years now. And I kind of wonder if God might be calling more from our congregation to go faithfully overseas to serve Him. They serve Him through the Southern Baptist Convention International Mission Board, and so we support them by giving to the cooperative program every month. We also support them as we give money to the Lottie Moon Christmas offering each year. They're doing a great work. They are helping out with communications, both internally in their organization that helps missionaries on the field. They are also helping out with communications and working with churches back here in the States and equipping churches here to learn more about missionaries and how we can be praying and how we can be going and how we can be supporting. And they're also just evangelists at heart. They are sharing the gospel, they're building relationships, they're having Bible studies, and they're continuing to do intentional ministry. We're grateful for them. Let's hear more about how God is using them.
Hi, we're Herb and Celeste. Herb and Celeste are actually our pseudonames. For security purposes, we don't use our real names when talking about ministry in East Asia.
Thank you for taking time to watch our video. Using animation is great to tell our story. It makes us look slimmer and younger, and Celeste just a little bit taller.
We lived in Colorado Springs for 22 years. Herb was a businessman in radio and newspaper advertising, as well as internet marketing.
And Celeste was an art education consultant and a teacher for many years and worked at Biblica. We were active members of Vista Grande Baptist Church and over the years served in several ministries.
Herb graduated from Gateway Seminary in Denver before we moved overseas. We have 3 children who graduated from Rampart High School in District 20. None currently live in Colorado.
As a family, we loved Colorado summers and camping in the mountains. And when we return for our stateside assignment, we always look forward to returning to Colorado and connecting with you, our church family. During a short-term mission trip in 2008 to be with other Vista Grande missionaries in East Asia, we saw the Father at work every day, and we heard the Father asking us to join Him in the work. We returned, prayed, sought counsel from Christian friends, and then applied with the International Mission Board.
In 2010, we were commissioned and sent by Vista Grande. We arrived in our new city on Chinese New Year's Eve around midnight when all the fireworks were going off. That was quite a welcome.
During the past 11 years, we've lived in 2 of the top 20 most populated cities in the world, ranging from 14 million to 21 million people. We've learned how to ride subways, hail cabs, eat new foods, speak a new language, and experience new cultures. In each city, we've shared the gospel, discipled believers, and assisted church partners grow in health and maturity. Our faith has grown as we have seen the Lord protect us and provide opportunities to serve Him.
This past year, the Lord has added communications to our responsibilities. While we continue to seek opportunities to share the gospel, disciple believers, and assist church partners, we are now serving as the team leaders for the East Asian People's Creative Development Team.
Our team is responsible for external and internal communication about East Asia in written, digital, and video formats for Japan, Korea, Sino-Mongol, and the Chinese diaspora, which includes Taiwan and Chinese around the world. We hope you're receiving some of the work that we are producing.
Well over 100 years ago, a single woman named Lottie Moon left Virginia and traveled to share the good news about Jesus Christ among the unreached peoples in an unreached place. Lottie served 39 years as a missionary in China, which today is very different from the vast farmland she entered in the 1800s.
But one thing hasn't changed: China's need for a savior. In fact, today in East Asia, over 36,000 Japanese, Koreans, Mongolians, Chinese, and Tibetans, they die daily and enter eternity without Christ as their savior. That's nearly 1.1 million people every month and 13 million every year. Could the Lord be calling you to pray, to give, and maybe to go as we did years ago? Could the Lord be calling you to be sent by Vista Grande as a missionary? The need is real, and the opportunity is urgent. Thank you for the continued support of the Lottie Moon Christmas Offering and the Southern Baptist Cooperative Program, which support nearly 3,600 missionaries around the world, including us.
Thank you, Vista Grande, for sending us, praying for us, and encouraging us over the years. We look forward to seeing you all in person when we return and hope some of you will consider coming to Taiwan when the borders open again.
We know that everything that happens here is really based upon prayer. So we've got some prayer requests we've put together for the spring of 2021, and we would appreciate you praying for these requests as we let you know what they are.
Pray people will feel community as we learn together at the Sunday morning English Bible study that Herb leads at our Taiwan church.
Pray God will give Herb and Celeste opportunities to share the good news to those who are traveling this journey of life without Jesus as their Savior.
Pray for a fellowship of only 20 people starting an English language study with Herb and Celeste to reach the church's neighborhood. Pray God draws many to listen to stories about Jesus and the gospel.
Pray the Taiwanese will be in step with God's way instead of traditions that they find difficult to turn away from, such as worship of ancestors.
Pray Taiwanese will worship the one true God instead of idols who cannot hear or see.
Pray individuals on mainland China that Herb and Celeste disciple will continue to grow in their faith and service for the Lord. Thank you for your prayers for the people of East Asia. We really appreciate it.